guys, how's it going? Good, whatever time it is where you are, and whatever time you see this video. Hope you guys are good. Um, I think it's been a while. I didn't post a video last week. I should have, I think, but I didn't have anything in mind, and I think I was just busy basically. Anyways, in this video, I will be quickly running through um basics of Photoshop or whatever software you're using. I think they're mostly all the same, except for the major difference is the different tools you have um, in these different softwares, but they basically work the same. I think a lot of them even have the same shortcuts. Yeah. So yeah, you just got your first graphics tablet. Yeah, this one is also for you, or you plan on getting one soon. You want to know what it's going to be like, the possible things you're going to, the possible problems you may have. Yeah, this is also for you. Um, so yeah, you're getting your first graphics tablet. I'm going to open a new file now. Yeah, same as always. Um, yeah, you're getting your first graphics tablet, and you don't know what exactly you're going to be facing. Okay, sorry. Um, so I think the first thing is like a lot of people have problems with is the eye-hand coordination. Eye hand coordination. Yeah, this is like this is the biggest turn off for most people. This is why a lot of people wait to get display tablets, because they think the shift from like watching your hand do something and then having to work with just with your eyes on the screen and your hands doing something else that you can't see is huge. I mean, personally, and for a lot of other artists I know, it's not that very much big a deal. You just really have to get used to it. Your brain is much better than you think it is. Yeah, so what you really have to do is just practice lines basically, because I mean there's graphic tablets are usually cheap, and they help you do a lot more than your mouse. I mean, there's so much you can't do with your mouse. I mean, your graphics tablet is most likely pressure sensitive and stuff. Well, what you really have to do for like to get used to the graphics tablet is just practice. You just make as many random lines as you can. Maybe you could even load up an image or something and try to trace over it or something. Just anything that works for you. Um, just take just practice. That's the most important thing. And yeah, something this is something I did when I started. The first time I got my like when I got my first graphics tablet, it was something that really helped me to get used to it. Is just to practice your lines. Just try and draw over pictures like this. The lines don't have to be perfect or anything. Just get lines down, basic shapes, stuff like this. You don't really have to do anything special. Just get used to making lines without looking at your hand, and you get it with time. Um, okay, so moving on to something else. I mean, Photoshop is usually first choice for a lot of people because it's like industry standard or something. But I mean, I think there's a number of softwares you can use. Another software I use is Clip Studio Pro, Clip Studio Paint Pro, same thing. Uh, yeah, I use the same resolution. Oops, sorry. I use the same resolution settings here as well. Okay, what is this? B. Okay, this is okay. I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, they're usually just the same. Like when you really understand this definitely looks different from your basic layout because I customized this. This layout lets me work easily without using my keyboard. Like there's everything that I need, every like just there. I just need to move a little to the side, but I still use my shortcuts anyways. Yeah, but we're going to really talk more Photoshop here. um yeah, so Photoshop, basic tools, move tool. So you have something like this, or you have a couple of things on your canvas, and the move tool here basically lets you, I should stop saying basically so much. The move tool lets you move things around. The marquee tool lets you select things. I'm just running through these things quickly, so I don't want this video to be too long or anything. This one lets you isolate items on the layer you're currently working on. I've been talking about making a layer video for a while now, and I think that should be the next thing I would do, I hope. Yeah, so the marquee tool lets you isolate things. This is there, like if I deselect this and I select the move tool, I move everything, I can move everything all together. But then when I take the marquee tool, I can isolate this one and take my move tool. The shortcut for the move tool is V. I don't go here a lot to pick tools. I use the shortcut most of the time. Yeah, so the marquee tool lets you isolate the thing and move it or do anything. You can scale, you can resize, you can do a lot of things to it. Yeah, that's the marquee tool. The lasso tool, L, that's the shortcut L, lets you do the same thing as the marquee tool, only that you can make more irregular shapes with it. Like you can actually, maybe you're drawing something and you need to make a selection out of it. The marquee tool lets the lasso tool rather lets you so yeah, you have this one, and then you want to paint a circle or something. You want to paint some random shape inside of this, so you can just select your lasso tool and paint inside this one. Let's take another color and put on the edge here. Yeah, you can do stuff like this. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with the lasso tool, but this is just an example to say it lets you isolate a certain area of your layer, your workspace, and do something only inside of that layer. This magic selection tool or quick selection tool is basically the same. It's just something that is more AI focused, I think. Yeah, it's pretty much automatic. It tries to find boundaries in your workspace and make a selection out of these boundaries. Crop tool, that is explanatory, I think. Eyedropper tool, that's what it's called. Yeah, eyedropper tool lets you pick colors on your image. Another way you can use the eyedropper tool is just, I use on my brush most of the time, and I don't like I said, I don't like going to the panel a lot. So what I do is use Alt. If you hold Alt and click on the color, you pick that color. The Alt is basically like is a shortcut for your eyedropper tool. So yeah, there's that. I'm not going to touch this, guys. I mean, you can play with them, see what they do, but okay, just quickly go over this one. Also, this is the clone stamp tool. You also use Alt to select your base area, like your reference area, I would say. This is a reference area. You can bring it here and paint everything that we have there all over here again. I don't know what use you may possibly have for this one, but yeah, this is what it does. The history brush tool, I never use this one. You can try it. I'd rather use the history panel here for whatever I'm doing, but I never actually use this one either. The eraser, yeah, everybody knows we all know what the eraser does. Let me show you the paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool lets you fill your layer with a certain color, like you want a background thing or whatever. It lets you fill. And here you also have your gradient tool. The gradient lets you make a gradient basically. Yeah, I really do not want to go into this one because there's so many uses for these different things. Smudge, make a new layer for this one as well, or no, I just go back to this one. Yeah, so smudge tool, I'm going to switch it back to the paint bucket tool. Yeah, so smudge tool, we know what the smudge tool is. Blur tool, sharpen tool, this thing is the names tell you what they do. You can just play with them to see what they do actually by yourself. This dodge tool makes your, if you paint over it, it makes your thing lighter. The burn tool, burn and sponge to make it darker. Yes, but one gives you a more desaturated feel, I think. Yes, definitely. Yeah, so burn and sponge to make it darker, and dodge to makes it lighter. You can, this is something you can use in your image, like maybe you're drawing or something, or maybe you're even editing pictures. Pen tool. There's so many things you can do with the pen tool. You can actually make actual lines with your pen tool. You can make curves as well. Like maybe you need to make a selection and you want the selection to look perfect. You can use this tool. I would recommend you use this tool. Text tool, yeah, as pretty as explanatory. Direct selection tool, path selection tool. This I never use this one. I use this one in Illustrator. Line tool, yeah, line tool. The name is yeah. I think we covered. Okay, this move tool. This one, I think this one is useful. This one lets you move your canvas around. You hold if you're on another tool, you can hold space and drag around the canvas. You also get the move tool, the drag tool, or whatever. What's it called? Hand tool. Yeah, you get the hand tool. Yeah, and the zoom tool. Yeah, zoom tool. It's on the zoom in on default. We can also press Alt to zoom out. I don't know why this thing keeps doing that to me. I'm going to okay. 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 I'm just going to leave this. I think that's pretty much everything for this video. Is that everything? Oh, okay, we covered tools, we covered the interface. Yeah, you should take your time, because I feel the first time I used Photoshop, I just closed it because I didn't understand anything that was going on. It just looked so huge to me then. And then you take your time, you work through it, you take one tool at a time, or start with tools that you understand. I think I skipped the brush tool. The brush tool is a brush tool. It lets you do stuff like this, make lines. You have a variety of them. You can choose a lot of brushes. You have a lot to work from. There's so much you can do. So much you can do with the brush tool. You can get textured brushes. Yeah, there's just so much you can do with the brush tool. That is one of the most important tools for me in Photoshop when I'm drawing. I mean, I can't do anything without the brush tool. I can actually, but then the brush tool just, yeah, the brush tool is one of the most important tools for me. I think that's all for this video. Yeah, so if you got to this point of the video, thank you very much. Please like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. It's really appreciated. If you think there's someone who needs this video as well, you can share the video with them. Until next time, guys.